If this kind of footage, masked, unidentified figures abducting people without explanation, sets off alarm bells in your brain, you're not paranoid, you're paying attention. Hi, I'm Dr. Shan. I'm a film professor, and this is Films for Fighting Fascism, where we break down stories that illuminate authoritarian threats and look at stories that show us how to fight back. Today's film is a recent Oscar nominee that I cannot stop thinking about. I'm Still Here, a Brazilian film that I think deserved the Best Picture Oscar, frankly. Centers on the real life figures of Eunice and Rubens Paiva. When Rubens is disappeared by the country's authoritarian military regime, Eunice must fight to bring his extrajudicial kidnapping to light and determine what has happened to him. The movie is about the strength and fortitude it takes to do the right thing when authoritarianism takes over. It opens up with somewhat normal life being only mildly disturbed by signs of authoritarianism. We see glimpses of military vehicles and a helicopter here and there, but otherwise, people are happy and relaxed, and life is going on as normal, and people maybe seem not as concerned as they should be. Part of the fight against authoritarianism is just about exposing the bad things that are already going on that people are having trouble seeing or believing. That requires bravery because it can draw the roving eye of the regime, but bringing truth to light is an important part of dismantling fascist overreaches. This film is also about the power of resilience, and it has this amazing moment that isn't too spoilery at all, so I'm going to share it with you. When Eunice decides to go to the newspapers to try to get out the word about Ruben's disappearance, only one agrees to cover the story, and they come to the house for the photo shoot, and they're about to take a picture, and the family smiles and laughs. The people taking the photograph actually ask them to be more somber. But the family refuses to perform suffering for them. They insist on smiling. And that moment feels not like toxic positivity, but an affirmation of resistance and joy. It's a defiant act to a regime that wants them to suffer. The fact that this movie is based on a true story makes it both harder and more bolstering. The film uses a lot of photographs as props, and in the closing credits, you get to see the actual photographs the props were based on. And something about that broke me. I'll be transparent that I wept at the end of this film, which is not a thing I often do, but this is important. It was not a defeated, sad weeping. It was a cathartic, empowered weeping. And I just want you to know that, like, yes, the topic is heavy of this movie and you may cry, but I think it's worth it for this one because it also gives you hope and bolsters and inspires you. And it feels so relevant to the current moment. Have you seen any movies lately that seem to have strong parallels to the current moment? Let me know in the comments.